Strengthening the time-tested ties between the two countries, the inaugural 2+2 dialogue between India and Russia lasted for over 2 hours. India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh appreciated Russia's strong support for India. He said that close cooperation between the two countries will bring peace, prosperity and stability in the region. The Defence Minister termed Russia as India's long-standing and privileged strategic partner. The Russian Defence Minister, meanwhile, responded by saying that he hoped the two countries would together enhance regional security.
India-Russia defence engagements progressed in an unprecedented manner in recent times. We hope that Russia will remain a major partner for India in these challenging circumstances.
Russia-India defence cooperation is important for the relations between our two countries during these times. I am confident that Russia and India will help in enhancing regional security.
India and Russia signed 4 agreements, including the contract for procurement of over 600,000 AK-203 assault rifles, an agreement on military and technical cooperation from 2021 to 2031 has also been signed. Before that 2+2 dialogue, the foreign and defence ministers of the two sides held a one-on-one bilateral meeting where they stressed on the importance of the strategic partnership. Indian Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his Russian counterpart also co-chaired a session of the Inter-Government Commission on Military Technical Cooperation. India's External Affairs Minister S. JAISHANKAR meanwhile said that they will be discussing the consequences of over-centralized globalization and terrorism, among other issues. The Russian Foreign Minister said that the two countries share a similar vision of how to maintain peace and security.
Our discussions today will address the emergence of multipolarity and rebalancing. We look too at the consequences of over-centralized globalization. The long-standing challenges remain even as new ones emerge. Prominent among them are terrorism, violent extremism and radicalization. The situation in Afghanistan has wider repercussions, including for Central Asia. West Asia or the Middle East continues to present hotspots. Maritime security and safety is another domain of shared concern. We both have a common interest in ASEAN centrality and ASEAN-driven platforms.
Prospects on the similar lines in the future?
Well, S-400 deal doesn't have only symbolic meaning. It has very important practical meaning for Indian defense capability. And the situation is basically underway. The deal is being implemented. We witness attempts on the part of the United States to undermine this cooperation and to make India obey the American orders, to follow the American vision of how this region should be developed. And our Indian friends clearly and firmly explain that they are a sovereign country. And they will decide on whose weapons to buy and who is going to be a partner of India in this and other areas. It is confirmed, and it was mentioned today as well, that the Russian-Indian relations have been characterized and remain specially privileged strategic partnership. And certainly the meeting of the Military Technical and Military Commission and Defense Cooperation Commission, which took place this morning, parallel with my bilateral meeting with Minister JAISHANKAR, is manifestation that this cooperation is in the interest of both countries.
And we earlier also spoke to our correspondent in Moscow, Stuart Smith. Listen in.
Well, we know that President Putin has received his booster shot, his third dose of the Sputnik V vaccine. So he is slightly more protected than he might have been earlier in the year. But I do think there is more going on than this. We know that the last two the last time these two leaders met in this format was 2019, so it's been a while. And as you said, this geopolitical situation, the seemingly big change in the shift with the India looking towards the United States and Russia looking more towards China, is likely part of it. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, mentioned this himself. He said that we've witnessed many fundamental changes and different kinds of geopolitical equations are emerging, but this friendship of India and Russia remains constant. And the Foreign Minister of Russia, Sergey Lavrov, when discussing the purchase by India of the S-400 missile system, did explicitly address this idea as well, that he says India is showing, it is making clear it is a sovereign country by agreeing to this purchase with the potential of US sanctions on the back of it, and that it's more than just a symbolic message. India will be able to make good use of these air defense missiles in India. The problem for India is that the implication with India buying these missiles from Russia is that China could become unhappy. China and India have strained relations recently, whereas Russia is looking for closer relations with China.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.